Because I went to the VA every single day. I had to do what I had to do because it is a filtering system to keep you from your benefits. They might not tell you that, but if it's not true, how come they don't tell you all your benefits when you leave? How come they don't tell you to make sure that your medical records are in check before you leave? Because they ask you, are you injured? Are you hurt? Are you going to sick call? And then when you go to sick call, they talk about you to make it seem like you're a bad soldier, but that's preventing you from getting your benefits. You have to be careful with what you listen to. And then the doctor will be like, well, you're only 80%, you're only 20%. Why? Because I didn't use the keywords? Well, let me tell y'all how to get y'all 100%. Go look up your sickness. Go look up what's wrong with you. There are certain key words that if you don't use in your disposition to the doctor, you will not get it. Period. Because you didn't use the keywords. It's the same thing as a job resume. When you want to go for a job or whatever else, you have to use keywords to let them know that you know about their company to be able to get hired. Well, it's the same thing when it comes to your benefits. If I have PTSD and I'm not saying, oh, I have nightmares, cold sweats, I can't sleep at night, we argue all the time, I can't get it up, I can't do this. If you don't paint the narrative or tell the right story or use the things, you're not going to get your benefits. You have to honor yourself. You have to be honest. It's not the doctor's job to tell you what's wrong with you. It's your job to tell the doctor what's wrong. But sometimes our pride prevents us from telling the doctors exactly what we need to get what we're supposed to get because we have too much pride, or we've been bamboozled, or we've been tricked, we've been deceived. And we have to humble ourselves in order to get to somewhere we've never been. Because what you're doing right now, if you ain't got it, it's not working. And then you're frustrated. Well, why are you frustrated if you wake up and you go back and you do the same thing? If I say 1 + 1 is 0, and then the teacher tells me it's wrong, and every time they ask me the problem, I put 0, and why am I mad at the teacher? I got to do something different. I got to go learn something different. I got to connect with some new people. There are some amazing people in this room. If you're not writing down their phone number, if you're not, the fortune is made in the follow-up, not just writing down their phone number, but if you're not calling them, not just for what you can get from them, just to say, hey, how you doing? Happy anniversary, happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing event, because the people that you're calling are just regular people too. When you treat people like people and you honor people like people, people will find honor within you. And that's how you get the resources that you need. I would not be here if it wasn't for Christine at all. I wouldn't have been able to get on the other platform for the podcast if it wasn't for the young gentleman, Chris, and Yogi, that made the podcast. It's really teamwork that makes the dream work.